Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Disney's Contemporary Resort. Oh yeah, it's check-in day. So we wanted to just take you around, give you a quick look at, what this room has to offer. That noise, it's Russ making a tea. He's with us, by the way.
Hi. I'm intrigued by the window view.
Yes, we have such a great view from this room. So of course, we're not just staying at the Contemporary, we're staying in a theme park view, and just take a look. Look at that view. I mean, I don't think it gets any better than that. Unless, of course, we're talking about tonight for the fireworks. Just listen to that. Doesn't that just sound like magic?
It sounds like something.
Anyway, just like when we check into other hotels, I do want to give you a quick look around. Just a really brief one. But don't worry, we do have a full room tour coming. And of course, we're going to do a review of this room and of this resort. So you know the drill. Hit the button, subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss any of that. Today though, the plan, aside from drinking some tea.
Sweet was rough. If you guys drink that, you guys are impressive.
Don't mind him. He's just testing out some sweetener alternatives. Sugar alternatives. By the way, haven't completely given up on that discussion of like sugar-free stuff at Walt Disney World. We just haven't seen a ton of it around. Same at Universal as well. Just kind of made its way to the back burner. Anyway, today we have a few things that we are going to do here at this resort. I do want to wander around. I want to take you guys with us, get a look at the grounds, especially the areas of the resort that we don't normally get a look at. We spend so much time here at the Contemporary wandering around quick service and all of the things that you do when you're kind of moseying on through. Maybe you get off the monorail, want to cool off for a bit. So we see things like the quick service, dining, gift shops, but we never take time to look at like the pool or the other aspects of the grounds, the stuff behind the tower. So we're going to take some time and do that today.
Ninth wonder of the world, the backside of the Contemporary. That's so bad. It's so bad.
Anyway, we're also going to grab some dinner. So we did put in a mobile order for Contempo Cafe. They have some great options down there. We've eaten there before. We have loved it. Of course, we're going to try out some new dishes that we haven't tried before. One of them is actually really exciting, and the other is fried chicken sandwich. Spicy fried chicken sandwich. And you know that Russ loves his spicy chicken sandwiches. So more on that a little bit later, but for now, we're just kind of chilling out and enjoying the view. The view in this room is absolutely unbelievable. I can see why people pay a pretty penny to stay here. And I think it's only going to get better once the sun goes down. I am so excited for that. But anyway, for now, I think we're going to keep getting settled in and then we'll chat with you a little bit later. So I was thinking we could go do a little bit of shopping. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, let's make our way out and see what they have here in the gift shops. Actually, we might need to get a pin because I don't think I have a Contemporary pin. This is the first time we've stayed here, so
Definitely don't have a Contemporary pin.
we'll keep an eye out. By the way, check out what's right outside our door. It's pretty awesome, right? A little quiet right now because Chef Mickey's is closed. They'll open back up at dinner time. I'm sure it'll be really loud and exciting in there.
Oh, we're gonna be jamming here in a few.
Heck yeah. All right, let's make our way downstairs and check out the shops. So we just stopped to take a look at some of the activities that are happening here at this resort. Lots going on. They even have a pickleball clinic.
Serious place, man.
Very exciting stuff.
I love the artwork.
I know the artwork is so beautiful here, and I do like that it's themed to The Incredibles, but it's not too crazy, It's nice. We also have some monorail artwork here in the elevator, which is nice as well.
Ooh, we gotta go check out the fitness set.
Yeah,
We're gonna look.
let's do it. Okay, our first stop today, this is the gift shop here. They've got a good selection. So I figure we can just kind of peruse real quick I definitely want to keep an eye out for the contemporary specific merch though. So a lot of the merchandise that they have here is going to be just generic Disney merch, but of course they do have some contemporary specific merch, including this super cute Loungefly. Now we've seen some of these things before, but I did want to show you today too. So this is $75 for this Loungefly. We have the Incredibles on that side.
I love it.
Russ does, yeah. You do like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Then we do have the headband with the ears. These are Loungefly ears. And they have the Contemporary on the back, Contemporary Resort there as well. These ears are $44.99. And we have a matching dress as well. Well, I guess it's not really a matching dress, but it is a dress for this resort. This one's really heavy. And for me, I feel like while it is cute and it looks really nice, probably for you guys, because I don't know, the colors are coming through a little bit different. To me, it kind of looks like pajama material. Yeah. I've said this before, I don't think it's going to last very long. $79.99 for that.
Well, my only problem is it's a little faded.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The colors are so bold on the other merch. Like, I feel like, I don't know why these are faded so much. Like, I would think they'd be brighter. You have a contemporary dress, the old monorail dress.
Yeah, remember we returned that because it was a little big. Yeah. But that one was a lot brighter, and it did match this whole aesthetic a little bit better.
See, like
this is super cute.
This is beautiful.
And it matches the artwork that is throughout the resort as well, which I think is really nice.
It's a nice mug.
The mug is $19.99. Then we have this tumbler, which is really cute. This one is $34.99. Over here, it looks like we have a robe. They have these for different resorts. It says Contemporary Resort. Ooh. It does have this really soft and fluffy inside. It's $99.99. Does it have anything on the back, Russ?
I don't think so.
No, nothing on the back, but just a nice robe. Then, of course, we have the pin. We're not going to pick it up right this second, but we do have this one right here. Super cute. This one is yellow, whatever that means. And then look at this Christmas ornament. That's super cute.
That's very cool.
I really like that. This one is $24.99. And then down here, it looks like we have a t-shirt, which is a kid's t-shirt. This one is $21.99. Now don't forget, here at the Contemporary we do have Chef Mickey's as well, which is like this iconic character dining, and they have merch for that here too. So we have a coloring book, which is super cute. Let's see what the inside looks like. Oh, it's nice quality, and it's got some stickers too. Check this out, Russ. Isn't that nice?
So, okay, it needs to be said. This is what we're talking about. When we're talking about attraction merch or event merch, like this is the merchandise that we're talking about that I feel like Disney's missing.
Yes.
This is exactly what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. This is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, this is $17.99 by the way. And then we do have a pin over here. It's kind of locked up so we can't see. I'm not sure what the price is on that. We have a magnet, which is $14.99, and an ornament, which is $22.99. But my favorite, aside from, we do have some phone cases over here for iPhones. I know some of you are like iPhone people. I'm not an iPhone person. $34.99 for this. Shame too, because I love some of those. But I mean, you look great. I feel like you might need one of these. Oh, is there a hat that goes with it too?
Look at that.
I think it's a winner. All right.
That's amazing.
Let's see. So the hat, for those of you wondering, because you want to recreate this look, is $19.99. For the apron, which I think is really cute. I love things like this because I think that they're super fun but also practical. That is $39.99. And then if you want to deck out your entire kitchen, you can, of course, get some of these tea towels. It's a set of 2. Yeah. These are missing their price tag on almost everything. They are $24.99. I love plushies. Of course, we have plushies here, both Mickey and Minnie.
But that's what's cool. They actually have Minnie too.
I know, isn't it awesome?
That's great.
And these are $24.99 each. I love these. I absolutely love the plushies. Although you look pretty good in that hat.
Oh, I know I do.
But for those of you who have a little bit more of a sophisticated wardrobe. We do have some Tommy Bahama. We've been seeing Tommy Bahama popping up all over the place. So here we have the Contemporary Resort, and this is $110 for this polo, and then $125 for this, which feels oh so wonderful.
This feels amazing.
Doesn't it? I love this. I don't think there's anything on the back. It's very simple. Nothing on the back here. I can't imagine there would be anything on the back of a polo either, but I'll show you anyway. Don't get me wrong, the Tommy Bahama is definitely not in everyone's price range, but it is definitely good stuff. And like I said, it is popping up at resorts around Walt Disney World. Now, of course, you'll find a lot of other standard Disney stuff here, as well as stuff that you would expect to find at any other hotel. We do have like sunscreen and everything. One thing I find is a little disappointing though is in the past they had the best selection of swimsuits. I mentioned that I felt like they had so many to choose from. I don't feel like that's the case anymore. They still have some, but not as many as they used to have. It might just be that time of year. But you can also find some other stuff here as well, which I think is worth noting, especially if you're going to be going out for a nice dinner. Maybe you didn't prepare accordingly, you didn't pack the right stuff. This is a place you might want to check out because you might be able to find something. They do have a lot going on here. Now this is just one of the 3 shops available here in the, what level is this? Level 4? It's not the lobby. It's like the stuff going on level. The main level, kind of the Contemporary. Right behind you though, right here, is number 2. Let's go take a look. So this is called Fantasia, and it's open from 9 to 11. Here's where you're gonna find the stuff for the little ones. This is where you're gonna find the toys, hats, 40% off hats, plushies, 40% off plushies. At least right now. They of course also have other park must-haves here, like Donald Duck hats and bubble wands and other toys and stuff. So it's a, oh cool, check that out. It's a cool little place to stop in. You can grab some merch. They also have miscellaneous merchandise from around the parks in here. So for example, like you can get this over at Hollywood Studios, little things that you may have forgotten to pick up as you're wandering through the parks. Now the 3rd location is actually right over here, tucked way off in the corner. And this is gonna be a place you wanna keep an eye out for, especially if you have some necessities that you might need to pick up. It's called the Fantasia Market, and they have a bunch of different stuff, but most notably, here's where you can find things like snacks and wine. Of course, we'll keep an eye out here for our sugar-free snacks as well. We're always keeping an eye out for that. I don't know if they're gonna have any. Oh yeah, there they are right there. Only one option available, at least right now. But anyway, the thing I really wanted to show you was back here, because this is where you'll find your foods. So things like chips, things like pull-ups and feminine hygiene products. They've got things like Huggies and bottles, all of those little things that you may have realized you needed, you can get here. Now the prices are fair, at least in our opinion. Some things might be a little bit overpriced, but it's definitely going to be more affordable than going out in town to get whatever it is that you're looking for. Some of these things are really fair, in my opinion, because they're the same prices you might find at a local grocery store. So, just, it's good to know. It's good to know that this is here. But, hey, check this out. It's a new logo. Anyway, they also have things like ice creams and different food that you can prepare in a kitchen, like these frozen pizzas and pies. They have breakfast sausage, Eggo waffles, and even tater tots, which is really nice. So this is a great option for those of you who are staying in Disney Vacation Club villas and you want to grab a little something to prepare in your room. And yes, for those of you who are wondering, there are Disney Vacation Club villas here in the Contemporary vicinity. It's called Bay Lake Tower. It's technically a separate building, but it is attached to this one, so you can stop in here real quick and grab whatever you need. Alright, so now that the shopping is out of the way, we've made our way outside. Just really briefly, we wanted to take a look around the backside of the resort. Yes, Russ said like the ninth wonder of the world or whatever. Anyway, and since we were talking about Bay Lake Tower, which is the Disney Vacation Club villas, I did want to show you that right there is Bay Lake Tower. So right here is the Contemporary. And if you look over here, you can see there's like a walking bridge between the two. So they are connected, but they are two separate buildings. We're making our way around and we noticed a collection of chairs in a very odd arrangement. Looks like the pool is over that direction, and I think there's a splash pad over there too, which looks pretty cool. Maybe we'll save that for a little bit later. But back here, it looks like we have a marina where you can rent out pontoons. I think you can still do that here. Pontoons are a lot of fun if you get a chance to rent one out. It's been years since I've taken one out, and we should definitely do it one of these days.
Yeah, it's on our list.
Not today. We'll save that for another adventure. Again, there is Bay Lake Tower over there. And there are the boats. And the boat nook, as it seems to be called. Then again, the pool's gonna be over this direction. It looks like it has a pretty solid slide. It's pretty awesome. Back in the elevator again, because now we're making our way to the 3rd floor because we took the escalator, we skipped a floor. This is where the fitness center is. Cast members only over there. Cast members only over here. But we do have a fitness center. Let's take a look. Oh look, we do have Edna mode and everything in here. Theming continues. That's kind of cool.
That's really cool, and it's cool that they actually added like the virtual series. Like,
yeah, you could do it right here.
you really could just sign up right now and knock it out.
That's awesome. Got cool towels, water. Well, it's almost time to pick up our mobile order, so we made our way over to Contempo Cafe, which is where we ordered from. I want to give you a quick look around though so you know what's here. Now this is the quick service here. It's right next to the entrance of Chef Mickey's, but they do have grab and go options as well as options that you can order. And I do want to just take a quick look and show you what we have here. What is this? Vegan and gluten-free. Definitely not going to be sugar-free though, no. But vegan and gluten-free options here. We have popcorn, chips, ice cream. What's this? A gluten-free brownie. Pretty cool. And of course they have some real food as well, not just snacks. So let's take a quick look. We've got some salads over here. Ooh, a pasta salad. That looks so good. A pickle down there. And then we have some specialty treats, as well as some bottled beverages, and these new kids meals, which I think are really interesting. These like kids options. They have a vanilla yogurt dipper over here and a turkey and cheddar sandwich one over there. Cool stuff. Looks like our food is ready to go. Russ picked it up, and now we're making our way back up to our room. We got some delicious options and some options that are like viral right now, and I can't wait to try.
It smells really good, actually.
I'm looking forward to giving it a whiff myself. Haven't had an opportunity to yet. By the way, just look at how bright and vibrant it is over here. I love it. Also, the monorail goes straight through the building, as some of you might know. Really, really cool experience being at this resort. All right, we're back in the room, and I've got the food, and I'll tell you what, it smells so good.
Yep.
Like super delicious. Anyway, we're gonna start with the food, you know, save the treats for later. Yeah, we did get 2 treats. Anyway, tonight on the menu, we do have a bowl as well as a chicken sandwich. Now I mentioned that Russ got the spicy chicken sandwich. Of course, you know how it goes. Gotta share. That way we can both try a little bit of everything. All right, let's take a look at what we've got. First and foremost, I want to start off with the sandwich. This is a spicy chicken sandwich, and oh my goodness, it looks
Massive.
really good. French fries sticking out a bit. Of course, we did get French fries on the side. I mean, it's a spicy chicken sandwich. It doesn't necessarily look super duper impressive. It's not really all that interesting, although it does have some interesting elements. More about that later. But what I think is actually really interesting is this bowl. So this one is a grilled shrimp bowl with rice and all different types. Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. Look at it.
It smells really good. That's what smells.
Just look at that. That's a lovely bowl right there. It also comes with salsa or pico de gallo and guacamole. So lots of beautiful things happening. Oh, I cannot wait to dig in. Let us divvy this up a little bit, then we'll give it a try. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, Russ. I take the first bite so often. I feel like it's your turn. So take it away.
I was just about to make a comment about that. Let's see what we got going on. This is one stout chicken sandwich.
You want to show them the cross section real quick?
Like it's a nice chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks good. Lightly spiced. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's spiced throughout the sandwich. It's not like a punch in the face or anything like that. But it's good though. It adds a nice flavor. It's not like painful spicy or anything like that. It's really good.
All right, it's my turn to take a bite of this chicken sandwich. You know, I will say, I like that the pickles were evenly dispersed. Enough pickles to cover the whole sandwich. I think that's worth noting. All right, let's try and do this without making too much of a mess. Okay, there's definitely heat there.
Oh.
You gotta be careful when you listen to Russ because he likes really spicy things. I think that this is definitely spicy. It's definitely not light on the spice. If you are not someone who likes spicy things, this isn't gonna be for you. For me, I'm not super into like really spicy things, but I do like a little bit of heat, and this is good. Of course, we got some French fries. That's delicious, but I wanna dig into this bowl. There's so much going on here. I don't really know where to begin. I guess we just have to try and take a little bit of everything.
Here's the first most important question. How many pieces of shrimp did you get?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Not bad.
Yeah, 5 pieces. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. We also do have street corn in here and rice. Definitely got some peppers. So let's put a little bit of everything in one spot. See if we can manage to get one good bite here. I don't know if it's going to be doable because there's so much. It's a big bite.
That's a big bite. Good luck.
That's pretty good.
Now, when I was reading these in the menu, it sounded like they took a page out of the Caribbean Beach book when it came to their rice bowls.
Mm-hmm. And it does kind of taste like that. There's a lot of flavors going on, but not too much for it to get muddled or anything like that.
Yeah.
Let's give Russ the opportunity to try.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. That's a good bowl. Nothing wrong with it at all. No hidden surprises or anything. Nice, flavorful. Can't complain at all. Not bad. 14.49.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys know the drill. We're going to eat, and we'll get back to you and tell you what we think at the end. Okay, so Russ is still eating the bowl. He's still finishing up my food. But he wanted to take a look at some of the other things that we got, and I'm going to show them to you, but I noticed that one is actually served warm, so I'm going to take a bite right now. So anyway, we did get 2 treats. Normally this isn't like us, but these just look too good to pass up. The first is the kitchen sink cookie. Look at this thing. It is beautiful.
It smells amazing.
Oh, smells divine. But remember I said that there was like a viral thing I wanted to try? Here it is. Doesn't look like much, but it's a cookie croissant. Have you ever heard of this? Something to do with like a croissant plus a chocolate chip cookie. It is warm. So I was like, we have to try this. I don't know what to expect, but here's what I do know, okay? There's more cookie in the middle than on the ends. So I'm going in for the middle. That's probably not the way that you're supposed to eat a croissant. You know, you eat it like a normal person like this. We're going for this way. It's just the way it is, okay? Ready? Buckle up. This is going to be messy. Nothing ladylike about this.
I really hope the camera is catching all that crunch. That is insane.
Can you see this? Can you see the ooey gooey in there? Can you see that?
Like cookie dough?
That's cookie dough. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm making an absolute mess, but I'm going in for another bite. Worth the hype.
She says this every time. This looks like a good bite, people. We'll give it a try. Wow. Definitely never had anything like that before. That's very good. That's very good. Imagine warm chocolate chip cookies, but liquefied. But then in a buttery croissant, like that's very good.
So good, but
Worth every penny. Oh, I'm going right in for this.
do it. We're on vacation.
Unfortunately, it pales in comparison to the croissant. That on its own, very good though. It's like an everything cookie. Nice and oaty. It has all the different flavors of a nice cookie. But the croissant wins out tenfold. The croissant's ridiculous.
All right, it's my turn to try the cookie. It's sticky. Ooey gooey. That's a good cookie. Probably one of the best cookies I've had recently. And we have just tried cookies over at Summer House on the lake or by the lake. This one's really, really good. Still not as good as the croissant, but the croissant is a different thing altogether. So both of them were worth it. Now that we've finished our dinner and we've had time to ruminate, what did you think?
Tonight's dinner was absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it was really good. You know, my dish, my bowl, I was actually thinking that it might end up being kind of like Tex-Mex. And, you know, with all the different elements, there's like street corn in there and everything like that. Honestly, it was so unique. Not too over the top where you're like, oh, this is like different. And if I'm not an adventurous eater, I'm not going to like it. This was just like a good, well-executed, safe dish, as I like to call it. Meaning it's a good option for someone who wants something that's rather predictable.
Yeah, and I think actually both dishes did exactly that. Mm-hmm. I definitely can handle much spicier food, so my taste buds are definitely a lot different than most. Catherine was very much correcting me during the meal.
Yeah, the more I ate the sandwich, the more I realized that it did have heat to it. I mean, like I could taste that on my first bite, but it did linger. It was a spicy chicken sandwich. My dish also had some heat too. He was like, no possible way, but it did. But it was more of the flavor of spice, whereas this other sandwich, the chicken sandwich, was definitely spicy.
And then, I mean, dessert. That croissant is definitely something special.
That is.
Never had anything like that before.
No. There are a lot of people, like, this is one of those things that has been going around. I haven't talked to you about this, but I've been seeing it pop up on social media all the time. People talking about, like, these cookie croissants, and I was like, I have to try it. I saw it on the menu, so I figured, why not? Oh, before I leave you, though, at least for the time being, before we leave you, though, it was really nice to eat right here in the room from this table. There's a table in the room, which you'll be able to see if you watch our room tour here in a couple days. There's a table in the room. It is a little heavy, hard to move around, but I love that we had this. I love that we had this, like, easy to eat in environment, especially here at the Contemporary, because Contempo Cafe does have seating down there, but it's very limited.
That was actually the one thing I was going to add is not only is it's a little limited, it's pretty decent size, I think, for the space that's here. However, it gets very loud.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's a decent size for the space that's here, but it's not a decent size when you consider the location of the resort. And this is something we'll talk more about when we review this resort. Since a lot of people like to hide away here at the monorail resorts, especially right here at the Contemporary, it's the first stop from Magic Kingdom. This place does get pretty crowded, and you know, with the great dining that's available here, there are multiple table service options available, and just the great location, I think that it's not necessarily built to accommodate all the people who end up here. So we've seen that from time to time when we wander through and, you know, we grab something, maybe we want to sit down for a minute and just have a bite, and you really can't. There's not enough seating for it. So I do like that we can come up to the room and have a little bit of a better environment to eat in.
Yeah, and I think one thing that's nice, and we didn't eat there today, but Steakhouse 71 does have a mobile order option as well.
Yeah.
And we've had breakfast there before. Absolutely phenomenal. However, we've heard nothing but amazing things about lunch, and unfortunately, dinner is obviously steak, and that's just not what we're in the mood for, considering we've just been recently eating steak a lot.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have another option that's a mobile option that's a little bit more higher end if you have someone in the family that definitely wants that nice steak meal but doesn't have the ability to get a reservation.
Yeah, I like that it's another option that's available to you, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. I do want to have a conversation about kind of our dining choices here at the resorts. You know, every time we do something like this, we always eat at quick service, and we're going to explain a little bit more about the thought process behind that. But for now, I think that about does it for our dinner. I think for now, it's time to hang out, wait for that sun to go down, and get ready for some fireworks. Hey everyone, it's much later, and we are hanging out on the balcony. It is So beautiful out here, such an amazing view from this room, and we're only a few minutes away from fireworks. I can't wait. So anyway, I'm gonna get you set up here in a little bit. You can watch the fireworks with us, at least part of it. Honestly, I can't wait. This is gonna be so great. And with that, I think our night has come to an end. What did you think of the fireworks view?
It's beautiful.
I thought so too.
I think it's awesome. I think the only thing it's not even frustrating, it's a realization that I wish we knew beforehand is they don't have the music for the show on the balcony with us. Like actually on our balcony. Like you're hearing it from the front lobby at the bottom or maybe from the top up at the California Grill lounge area. So it's not synced. I mean, it's synced up, but it's really muffled. So you can't really hear what's being said for the show.
Yeah, and you can kind of hear it twice. You know, like you can hear it in the distance and from wherever it is that it's pumped into here on property on this resort, if you will. So the music isn't there.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can time if it's like timed with the TV, and like you could have the TV on a specific channel so you can have the audio going in the room. I think that's the only downfall, and I'm putting that in quotes, just to kind of scrutinize it at least a little bit. Otherwise, I mean, no crowds, beautiful view, and just before that we had the electric water pageant. You know what I mean? And then now we could just hang out with the park itself.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, tonight's not a late park night, but if it was, in all honesty, I'd probably be ready to go, and I'd be heading to the park.
Yeah. I think it was wonderful. I do think that even without the music, just the fireworks in general were awesome to watch from here. Personally, and I know this might be a bit of a bold statement, I think that this is the best resort to watch fireworks from, knocking out the Riviera's Tower Suite or Tower Studio, because when we stayed over there, I thought that was a great place to watch the fireworks from Epcot because it was so close. Like it just felt so super duper close to the fireworks. This blows that out of the water.
Yeah, and I think one thing too is we've been over at the Polynesian during fireworks. We did Ohana's during a fireworks show, and we were at the window when it actually started while we were eating, which is really cool, but it is quite a distance away. Still very cool to see from there. We've also seen it from the beach at the Polynesian. Also very nice, but again, far away. This, you are right here.
Oh, yeah.
You're seeing everything,
yeah,
which is pretty cool. I mean, even up to the projections.
Yeah, this is about as magical as it gets when it comes to fireworks. So I definitely, it was just great. Of course, not every room here at the Contemporary has a view of the fireworks. You do have to basically pay extra for a fireworks view, or a theme park view, I should say. But in my opinion, I totally think it's worth it. It was so great. But of course, this isn't like a full review. We are going to be reviewing this room and the resort here soon on the channel. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss that. But for now, I think it's time for us to wrap up our night here. I think it was a great day.
I had a great day. We got our resort pin.
Yes, we did. After the fireworks, we hopped on down and picked it up. The one we showed you guys earlier.
Yeah, and I think after today, there's definitely going to be some more videos to have some talks with regards to resorts in general.
But like I said, for now, we're wrapping up our evening. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Until then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.